Next up, we've got Alphabet. You might know it more widely as Google, which is an internet search company. It offers online advertising technologies, cloud computing, and software. Of course, Android, which is the platform that a lot of phones run off. It has a market cap of $693 billion, a PE ratio of 36.54, and doesn't pay a dividend. So Google's trying to push quite hard into the smartphone world. They've obviously got Android, which is a free platform, although directs everyone on the Android platform to Google Search and Google Maps and so on, which is fantastic.
Yeah, including everyone with a Samsung device, which is
exactly
also half the world.
And they've got 25% market share, Samsung. But they've also got their own phones. They've got the Pixel, which they've pushed in hard. They bought Motorola a few years ago. They're looking to buy HTC now. It's obviously a market they want to push hard. Yeah,
I've actually gone through some reviews on that phone, and the feedback has been very, very positive. Apparently it is a really good camera, and in terms of Android, one of the reviewers called it Android perfection.
So have you ever seen one?
I've never ever seen one. So
I've also read good reviews, but I haven't seen anyone who's actually owned one.
So it's actually quite expensive. I mean, it's an 11,000 Rand phone. If you order it from the US, I don't even know if it's available in South African stores. You're probably not going to see that phone coming here anytime soon in terms of a kind of a mass rollout, because it is expensive. South Africa doesn't really play in that market. We're very iPhone and Samsung dominated in the smartphone space, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of a niche thing. So I think early adopters get into it and kind of hope for the best, but I can't see it really making meaningful inroads right now.
And there's actually quite a lot of overlaps when you look at these businesses. So Google actually pay Apple an annual premium to put Google Search as the first to go to search on the iPhone. So if you search anything on Safari, it takes you straight to Google Search. So I still feel that that's Google's niche.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the production of smartphones. It's going to be the Android, the software, which is obviously linked to a very strong smartphone market, but it's the services within that is more important to Google.
Yeah, and for Google generally, it's still going to be that massive market share in search. It's still going to be YouTube and how to monetize video, and it's still going to be related services, which includes cloud. So similar to Apple that have the iCloud platform, Android could probably benefit from using Google's cloud services, and that will probably be a real revenue driver for them rather than devices.
And selling music and content and so on. So you're going to be hot or not on Google?
I'm still very hot on Google. That PE looks very demanding, but if you look at it on a forward basis, it's only about 27 times, which for a company growing at the pace it's growing is actually pretty fair. So it's definitely a hot for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's also got a massive cash balance sheet. So if you strip that out, it looks a lot cheaper.
Exactly.
And huge potential going forward for Google. In fact, fundamentally, it's one of the cheapest it's been for a long time. So both hot on Google.